All right. Welcome everybody. My name is Steph Wise and I'm a Lifestyle Director 1 with Opulence Global from Ottawa, Canada. I'm super excited to share with you our showcase today, our product overview, and the distribution opportunity that we have here. But before I do so, I want to tell you a little bit about my story so you have an understanding of who I am and how I came before you today. So I actually took a look at this opportunity 8 years ago. So I've been with the company quite a decent amount of time, seen through lots of different challenges and evolution. And what I was doing before was working in traditional business in a painting franchise. So in a franchise environment, traditional business, painting houses. And actually, I started with that company when I was 19 years old. I was in university taking business studies, and for me, I always knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I found that as a perfect way to learn how without a lot of the risk, right? When you have training and support and systems and mentorship and low cost to entry, that was feasible for me to start a business as a student. And so I ran my franchise very successfully for 3 years, and then I moved into a leadership role in the company where I was teaching people how to do the same thing that I did. And that's where I found my love and my passion for business and teaching people about business. And it was less about the money and more about impact and more about making a difference in people's lives and contributing to their skill development and confidence and working and supporting people and having them learn and grow as humans was just absolutely incredible. And so that's where I've discovered my passion. Now, I came across this opportunity because my mentor, Sophie, from the painting business, the painting franchise, she came to me one day and she said, Steph, I found our retirement plan. And I said, okay, I'm listening. I had a lot of trust and respect for her in business. She taught me everything that I knew from when I was 19 years old. And so I took a look at this company that I'm going to share with you today. Now, this business was very different than it was back then. And I'll, share some of those pieces as we go through the presentation today. But what I saw for myself when I took a look at this opportunity was recognizing that e-commerce and business online was the up and coming trend. Even 8 years ago is nothing to where it has evolved to today. Can we all agree now that, businesses to be successful these days have to be online, right? And so this company was just getting going online. And I saw for myself being able to do what I love, but on a global scale, because with the internet and social media and online platforms, there are no boundaries, right? And so I got started right away. I got started right away. Took my time in the beginning because I was working 60, 70 hours a week. My son was a year old. I didn't have a lot of time to commit. But I worked part-time, very part-time around all my other commitments, 5 to 8 hours a week, probably for the first 6 years, if I'm being honest. And then I, took it a bit more seriously and my team started to grow. And now today I support a team of over 600 partners in 25 countries around the world and earn a weekly residual income as a result of the growth that's happened over those 8 years, which I'm so grateful and so blessed that I took that chance and I took that that leap of faith for myself 8 years ago when I took a look at this. So I always like to start off with my story because I think everyone comes from different places, and if you're going to listen to me for the next hour, it makes sense to have a bit of an understanding of where I came from in all of this and how I came before you today. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm super excited to be here with you today to bring you through our product overview and business opportunity with Opulence Global. So a little bit about us, it makes sense to talk a little bit about where we came from, who we are, what we're doing, and where we are today. Our company is proudly Canadian, established in 2005. So we have a strong track record and heritage of over 14 years. We went through a rebrand from GWT Corp to Opulence Global in 2018 as we started to evolve as a company. We also had a recent Asia division open up in the Philippines, as well as a distribution center in Singapore, allowing us to tap into the Asian market, the other side of the world, and to be able to get products into people's hands a lot more easily in all corners of the world. We are a debt-free company, have been since day one. We have partners and clients in 200 countries and territories around the world. We have an infinity compensation plan, which I'll talk a little bit about later, and some accolades when it comes to what we've been able to achieve in business. An A+ rating on the Better Business Bureau, as well as rated one of the top 100 companies on Business for Home, which is an industry publication. The gentleman behind it all, our CEO and founder, Mr. Ramin Mezgarlu, is no stranger to business. He's a self-made millionaire at the age of 25. He's built many multi-million-dollar organizations and has created millionaires in his career. He's also a world champion athlete with 112 medals. He's created a system and a book, The Forensic Networker, that is generic training for our industry. And what I love about this slide the most is the American Business Journal feature. He's actually the only Canadian CEO to be featured on the cover of the American Business Journal, and not once, but twice. He's also been recorded in the Network Marketing Hall of Fame. He's been a nominee of the year for Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year, and featured on the Brian Tracy Show as well. So this is the gentleman who created what we have here today, and this is the visionary behind it all. So I remember even when I started 8 years ago, I did some research on this gentleman, and that was a factor in my decision, because you want to partner with a company that has strong and sound leadership, right? And this man certainly has been able to achieve that with an absolute heart of gold as well. So our vision, ladies and gentlemen, opulent living is no longer exclusive to the most privileged. We provide an opportunity for everyone to achieve generational wealth. If you have the will, we have the way. What I love about this is the generational wealth piece. You know, in today's economy, and even apart from today's economy and what's going on in the world, you know, we all have jobs. Most people have jobs. They work for 40 hours a week for 40 years and they retire and get their pension, right? When they pass away, their pension is gone, and then that's it. With a business, you can create leverage and you can create wealth. With a business model like ours, you can create generational wealth. You can build something, you can build part of your legacy that you can pass on to future generations. And I absolutely love that that's part of our vision statement, because it's not just about what we're able to create, it's what are we creating now that's going to benefit, you know, future generations and our family members in generations to come. That's definitely part of my why, is being able to provide that for my son and leave him with something, you know, when I move on. Our values, what's important to us, strength and persistence. We've been able to, you know, prove that time and time and again over the years. Lifelong residual income, fairness and wealth for all. Our company has so much diversity from all around the world, not just in cultures, but in backgrounds, in all walks of life. And we really cater to providing products and solutions for people that doesn't matter where you come from or what your interest is, right? And what you're looking to get out of it. It's fairness and wealth for all and equal opportunity for all. And our mission statement is to create world-class products led by a unique opportunity to unleash your full potential en route to living your opulent life. Now let's talk about some of the challenges in today's world, 21st century challenges. Number one, inflation, yearly household debts, and bankruptcies. This is not really any surprise. This has been happening for quite some time, right? We see people increasing their credit, living off more credit. We see people reducing their standard of living because their wage increases are not accounting to the rate of inflation. There's a gap between the two, right? Our cost of living is rising higher than how we're compensated. And bankruptcies, I was reading an interesting stat. The difference between bankruptcy and solvency in Canada, at least, is a $300 a month extra income for the average Canadian. The difference between someone keeping afloat and going into bankruptcy. This is a real challenge and real problem in today's economy. The recession, every 4 years we see an economical collapse, job losses. Well, we're seeing that right now with this pandemic going on in the world, right? Markets are dropping, people are losing their jobs. We're having to be a bit more creative with solutions to work from home. And finally, the influenza outbreaks. Every 2 to 4 years, we have a health outbreak, and we're in the middle of one right now. where most of the world is on lockdown. And this is not the first virus. It won't be the last virus, right? So what can we do to protect ourselves, to strengthen ourselves and our families with respect to these challenges? Well, our business is a pandemic and recession-proof business because we encompass 5 multi-billion-dollar industries that people spend money on regardless. We have groundbreaking products to protect your health and your family, and it's a state-of-the-art global business from home. So it's a worldwide shipping program, a drop shipping model, which we'll talk a little bit about in a second. So this is the business model that you're going to be taking a look at today. So you can tap into these 5 multi-million-dollar industries of e-commerce, fashion, beauty, health, and personal care. We have products that people want and products that people need. When we're talking about fashion, it's like, I don't need to sell you why you should buy this watch. If you see it and you like it, you're going to buy it, right? The emotional sale. Beauty and skincare, anti-aging, health, personal care products that we use every day. These are all things that we spend money on and that we consume every day. And so our business actually combines those 4 industries while providing it on an online platform as well. So let me introduce you to the Safe Home Revolution, where you can protect your family by removing harmful ingredients from the products that we use every day in health, beauty, dental care, and personal care. So this really is the new direction and the new vision of our company, where we look at all the products that exist in our home, and a lot of them that we use on our skin or that we ingest actually contain ingredients that are not very good for us. And so our solution is to be able to provide products that have healthy and beneficial ingredients to protect our health and our families instead of the opposite and causing detriment. So before I talk about all those products, I want to talk about why we get sick, because I don't know if you've ever asked yourself the question, what happens in your body to cause you to get sick? Do you know what causes you to get sick? The same thing that happens in the cells of our body happens to an apple when you cut it in half and you put it on the counter, right? You put it on the counter, what happens to it? It turns brown. And because the apple is being oxidized, right? It's being oxidized. So there's oxygen getting to it, and that process over time leads to oxidative stress where it deteriorates. Well, the exact same thing is happening in our bodies, in the cells of our bodies, by way of free radicals. So free radicals enter our bodies, they attach themselves to our healthy cells and slow them down, which makes them sick. And then this process over time leads to disease states. So, this is all great, right? Oxidative stress, free radicals is a very basic concept. You might be asking now, well, what's a free radical? Where do those come from? Well, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, they come from everywhere, which is the unfortunate thing because we can't avoid this process, right? We can't avoid sunlight, and actually UV rays and vitamin D is actually good for us. There's toxins in the environment and pollution, lack of sleep, excessive exercise, drugs and antibiotics, cigarette smoke, alcohol, stress, processed food, EMF, Wi-Fi. Who doesn't have a cell phone sitting beside them emitting Wi-Fi, vibes all day? Viruses and bacteria, household chemicals, the list goes on, right? So can we agree that we can't avoid being exposed to free radicals? I hope you're nodding your head there as you're watching me through the screen, right? We can't avoid this process. We can't ignore it either. And it's no surprise now that we see more people getting sick now more than ever is because there's more influence of these factors and more free radicals being created and not enough protection. So we can't avoid this process, but what we can do is we can protect ourselves by neutralizing the free radicals through antioxidants. So antioxidants do the opposite of what free radicals do. They neutralize them. So you can get them from vitamins and supplements, which are created in a lab. They're synthetic, so they're not natural. Sometimes some of the ingredients can be used in them are not helpful and can be toxic. They're unstable to heat, and they don't absorb fully, and they're slower to react in our body. Or the other solution for antioxidants is natural sources, right? Fruits and vegetables. These are perishable. They're low in lignans, which I'm going to talk about in a second. They're unstable to heat. And the other thing with fruits and vegetables these days is our fruits and vegetables are not getting this. They don't have the same nutritional value as they did 20 years ago. The soil is different. There's pesticides being used. There's growth hormones. There's all of these things that impact even the fruits and vegetables that we eat today, that we buy at the grocery store, right? So, you know, there's a caveat with that as well. Obviously, eating whole foods and eating clean is the better route and the best way that you can get antioxidants for sure. Now let's go back to the lignin conversation, because if you're new watching this today, lignans is a fancy word basically for plant antioxidants. So lignans protect the body by fighting against oxidative stress that are caused by free radicals. So they protect the cells in our body. And lignans from wood extracts have been proven to show not only antioxidant properties, but antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory activity as well. And what's interesting is this little chart, or the little balance icon you see here, the intake of lignans, of what scientists and experts recommend, is between 50 and 100 milligrams per day. But in actual fact, what we are consuming is 1 milligram per day. That's the average of what we're intaking, but what we need is between 50 and 100. So there's a big gap, and this is why we're not getting the lignans that we need to protect ourselves against, you know, free radicals and oxidative stress. So let's look at a couple examples, like where do we get lignans from? How much do they have? We've got a nice little chart here. What might be surprising to you is that green tea is at the bottom, actually has the least amount. I don't know if anybody watching this today has heard that green tea is good. It has antioxidants, drink lots of it, right? It is good, and I drink green tea, don't get me wrong. But the concentration, we're led to believe it has a high concentration when in actual fact it doesn't. So you have to drink a lot of green tea in order to get the lignans that you need. All the way up to the chart, sesame seed over to flaxseed. Flaxseed has 301 milligrams for every 100 milliliters, right? So flaxseed has the most until this product, which I'm going to spend some time talking about today, the Fountain of Life, has actually 17 times more lignans than flaxseed. So lots of people are familiar with flaxseed. The problem with flaxseed is you can only eat so much of it. It's seeds, right? You're not just going to sit there with a spoon eating flaxseed all day. So it's not very practical in terms of getting that lignans that you need. So the Fountain of Life is a great solution because it's highest concentration. So to give you an example, a full dropper has the equivalent of 308 cups of oats, right? A full dropper, 30 drops, has the same amount of lignans as 308 cups of oats. I don't know anybody who can eat 308 cups of oats in a day, right? So that just is a good example of like, where do lignans come from and how much are we getting, and you know, the illustration of the comparison between flaxseed and Fountain of Life. So our solution, let's talk about Fountain of Life a little bit more. It's a very important product, very important health discovery made just a couple years ago. It was released in February of 2018. It's a Norwegian spruce tree extract, which is a particular tree that lives to be disease-free, thousands of years old, heals itself, you know, doesn't get sick. And so there was a lot of interest in like, what comprises the DNA of this tree? What makes it so unique? Why doesn't it get sick? Why doesn't it die? Basically, this product is the DNA extracted from the tree, converted into something that our bodies can benefit from. So it is the highest source of lignans. It's a high performance antioxidant. It's antimicrobial. It's anti-inflammatory. And you can use it topically, sublingually, or orally, you know, for oral health care as well. And what's most important is that it is a Health Canada approved product. We have a natural product number exclusive to our Opulence Global partners. So no other company can have access to distribute this product, which is very important because it gives us a competitive advantage. And we're also very proud of our badges of honor. The 90-day money-back guarantee, we stand strong behind the quality of our product. No parabens, no gluten, good manufacturing process, no GMO, 100% natural, no alcohol. So that's what you're getting in its purest form, one product to protect and preserve your health. So some benefits of high performance antioxidants and specifically lignans. There's a myriad of different benefits, right? So one product can actually help with a lot of different things, which is key because there's some supplements that you can take and you're taking all these different supplements for different things. Isn't it a lot easier to consider something that can do all of these things, right? So number one, boost your immune system. This is the big buzzword, especially in today's world with this pandemic. One thing that I feel like in the mainstream media is not being talked about enough is what can we do to keep ourselves healthy and to protect ourselves, right? Forget about the masks and staying at home self-isolating. No, don't forget about those things. But keep yourself healthy. Get exercise, get vitamin D, take antioxidants that are going to keep your immune system strong so that you can fight against these viruses. Defending against dementia, protecting your heart health, protecting your prostate health, decreasing risk of cancer, controlling diabetes complications. We've seen so many stories of all of these different buckets. It's just extraordinary. Anti-inflammatory. Most of the problems in our body are caused by inflammation, including cardiovascular disease. It's an inflammation of your arteries in your heart, right? So if you can reduce inflammation from the source, that creates a lot of other, ways that your body is working more efficiently, right? And reducing pain as well. Improving your hair health, you can put it in your shampoo, you can put it in your skincare products, you can use it if you have sunburns or rashes or blemishes. You can swish it around your mouth to keep your mouth clean, killing only the bad bacteria in your mouth. You can put it under your arms as deodorant. Rashes, wounds, cuts, fungus, hemorrhoids, the list goes on in terms of the benefit of high performance antioxidants. Our solution in beauty is the Fairy Flawless skincare regimen. This is a spa grade anti-aging skincare system. It has 11 active botanical ingredients, including the Fountain of Life. It's actually how the Fountain of Life came to be. It was an ingredient first in our skincare, and then Fountain of Life came along after. Protects your skin and keeps it looking healthy and young. So the anti-aging is a real key piece with this line. And it's North America's only skincare line with the microsilver and FOL extract. So the microsilver is the other important ingredient I want to talk about today because you may not be familiar with it. Microsilver is a medical grade silver. They use it in surgeries, they use it in dental implants and places where, there's something that's required, but you want to use ingredients that are going to prevent infection. And because microsilver is a high quality antimicrobial, it kills bacteria. So we actually use this in our night serum. So at night when you're sleeping, it's killing the bacteria from your skin while you sleep, which is really, really amazing. Again, the same badges of honor as well, dermatologically tested, that's a tongue twister, cruelty-free, vegan, so everything is PETA certified. We use no animal byproducts and do no animal testing, GMO-free, nano-free. Really proud of our badges of honor with that lineup as well. Our solution in dental care is our microsilver protection toothpaste. So I already introduced the microsilver and why they use it. Well, we started looking at what other products exist in our homes that have ingredients that are harmful to our health. And toothpaste is a big one because of fluoride, right? Now there's a lot of controversy with fluoride. There's a reason why they use fluoride. And it's not enough to just take fluoride out because there's a reason why it's there. So let me explain. So the bacteria that's caused in our mouth, there's bacteria in our mouth that happens, that creates acid, and the acid breaks our teeth down. And so with our teeth being broken down and the enamel in our teeth getting soft and not as strong, that's where fluoride comes in to protect and strengthen our teeth. But what if you had something that killed the bacteria from the beginning? Would you have a need for fluoride? Probably not, right? Because if you're not having as much of the bad bacteria, you don't have bad breath, the teeth whitening is in there. Again, it's GMO free, it's paraben free, and fluoride free. So do some research in terms of fluoride, but there's lots of studies to show the detriment of prolonged exposure of fluoride in the marketplace. And on your toothpaste, if you're using a fluoride toothpaste, I encourage you to go look at the label on your toothpaste, and most likely there's a warning that says do not consume or ingest or swallow more than this, or if you do, call poison control, because it's poison that we're willingly putting this into our mouths and into our child's mouth. So this is a solution that we have. This toothpaste is absolutely fantastic. I love it. My son loves it. And it's a really, really great product that is safe. We also have a solution in personal care. So we have a body wash shampoo. We have a conditioner. So these contain the Norwegian spruce tree extract, because we found that this ingredient actually helps with free radical damage on the outside. So improving your scalp health, luster and texture, reducing hair loss, dandruff, nourishing your hair. And on top of the spruce extract, we also have the acai berry, omegas, vitamins, and hydrolyzed silk proteins as well. So we have high quality ingredients that are helpful and beneficial to use in your hair and on your skin. And let's not forget about where it all began. So, if you remember in the beginning of the presentation, where this all began was in fashion, right? In 2005. And really, we were 10 years in business, just fashion. Even when I started 8 years ago, all we had was jewelry. And now we have everything related to fashion except clothing, with products starting at $20. So from jewelry to handbags to shoes to sunglasses to optic eyewear, belts, accessories, you name it, everything except clothing. This is where we developed our reputation, right? This is really where we built the strong foundation of our business. We've been featured on red carpet at the Toronto International Film Festival, at the Emmys, Golden Globes. We have celebrity clients. We've won many awards with respect to our designs and our heritage in fashion. And it's, we have that as well as the Safe Home Revolution to cater to people's interests, different people's interests. So at this point, I'm just going to take a quick pause. This has been the product section. I'm going to take a quick pause and invite a couple people to raise their hand to share a testimonial. If you have a testimonial of any of the products that I've talked about today, please raise your hand and we'd love to hear from you. While I'm waiting for hands to be raised, I just want to let everybody know, especially if you're a guest on the line, make sure that you get in touch with the person who invited you to this webinar and get them to include you in our testimonial groups that we have on social media, the Fountain of Life Official, the Safe Home Revolution, so that you can see for yourself the results that people are having. Specifically with the Fountain of Life, this is a product that has so many different benefits, but it also impacts people differently depending on what's going on in their body, right? So you may wonder if, it can help with arthritis or diabetes, all of those things we mentioned. You can do a search in that group and see for yourself the stories that people are sharing. So I'm just going to take a quick peek here. Don't be shy. If you're on the line and you want to share a quick testimonial, while I'm waiting for that, I'll share a little quick testimonial of mine because, well, personally, I use all the products. I'm a product of the product, and I have something to share about each and every single one of them. But what I want to talk about is Fountain of Life, because it's the most important one, especially in this time. For me, now to give some context, I am someone that pays attention to my health. I do exercise daily. I drink lots of water. I pay attention to what I put in my body. So I wasn't expecting to feel different necessarily when I started taking the product. I've been using Fountain of Life since February of 2018. And from my painting business, actually, that I ran before my involvement with this company, I had developed carpal tunnel syndrome, which is pain in your hands and arms from repeated stress and repetitive strain on those areas, to the point where I had pain in my hands and arms in the middle of the night. You know, I would wake up in the middle of the night, and the only way to relieve myself of this pain would be to walk around and shake my arms out, which was very disruptive for my sleep. And it hurt, right? So I can say that since I started taking Fountain of Life, 10 drops a day at first, now I'm taking 30 drops a day to make sure I have that boost in my immune system. I have not had that pain since I started taking the product. And in fact, I have not slept better my entire life. My quality of sleep is better. And I feel like I don't need to sleep as much. Like, I'm not as tired. Have more stamina, and the quality of my sleep is much better. So those things is how it's impacted me the most, as well as my hair. So it may not look like it, but my hair is actually really thin. And I've struggled my whole life with my hair not growing. Like, I had super thin hair. It didn't grow. It took forever to grow. And I started taking this product before we had the personal care products. I would rub it on my scalp. I'd mix it in my shampoo, taking it internally. And I am so happy to tell you, like, I have new hair growth. My hair has grown faster than it ever has in my whole life. And it's healthier. Like, it's healthy when you look at it. It's like, it's just, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So those are my results with respect to Fountain of Life. And the personal care product, the shampoo and conditioner, makes a difference there as well. So I see Maria Baptiste on the line. Maria, welcome, welcome.
Welcome, and a pleasant good evening to you, Steph. You're doing an excellent job. Thank you so much for having me on the call.
My pleasure, my dear. It's an honor to have you here as well. So tell us, of all the products that I shared with everybody on the line today, which ones do you use, and which one would you like to share a testimonial for?
Thank you very much for sharing. Well, first and foremost, I use all the products. Exactly what you said. I use everyone, and I love all of them. But my number one, to be honest with you, is Fountain of Life. Now, I'd like to give a story of mine, and if it's possible, I'd like to give a story of one of my other clients as well. So first and foremost, I'll start with myself. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Maria Baptiste, originally from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean, Grenada. And, you know, it's funny, as growing up, I'm an athlete. I started martial arts since I was 12. My dad got me involved there. So when I came up to Canada, I, work out at the gym, used to teach aerobic classes. I'm very health conscious, and I maintained that for, 20 odd years. Now, and more importantly, I'll share this one with you. I maintain 145 pounds for 20 years. So that will tell you a lot about the, self-discipline, self-focus, and self-respect when coming to my body. So I'm a person not into products like, pills and medication, all these fake things. I'm never into that all my life. The fast food business, again, is not my cup of tea, because, again, I cook a lot, just like yourselves. And, I take good care of my body. I know my body is a temple, and if I don't, nobody else will for me. But when Fountain of Life, I think a year ago when they were talking about this Fountain of Life, I couldn't wait, because I always wanted something that is pure natural, where it's not pills. It's just a natural product that I can take just to help to protect and preserve my body. So when that came out in February 2018, I was blown away. I normally go to the gym, work out 3 days a week, go 7 in the morning, work out for 2 hours and do my thing. One thing I noticed before Fountain of Life, when I go work out, even on the treadmill, on the bike, in the first 15 minutes, of course, I go really fast, I get tired. But when I began to use that Fountain of Life, 10 drops at the time when I was taking it, 10 in the morning, 10 at night. In 3 days, I saw the significant difference, because my energy level went up. From going on the bike, from 15 minutes getting tired, to being on the bike for 45 minutes, and I just keep on going. I'm an energy burning. I just keep on going nonstop. Then a week later, I say, wait a minute, are you serious? This thing is really working. My clarity, my eyesight, bowel movement, I mean, name it, is like it transformed your entire body. My hair, my nails, it grows. I remember years and years ago when I travel for somehow on the plane, I'll have a swell on my ankle. That's a lot of years ago, like, 7, 8 years ago. And then it will just go away when I walk out. Even when I'm here in my office, I'll cock my feet up and then I used to see that swelling. That's years and years. I don't see all that disappear. So when you start using that fountain of life, again, it's the most powerful, potent antioxidant in the world. It also have the antimicrobial and anti-inflammation. So whoever, for those of you on the call who have never, please, this is your time to use it and take care of your body. And more important, and I'll never stop using it. And last but not least, I'd like to share, this is a very powerful one, is one of my my Filipino fan, but she became an LA now. And last summer, her dad was very ill in the Philippines. And she decided, well, she has to go visit her dad. They give him about 8 months to live. This gentleman had all different challenges you could ever think of. I mean, we're coming for his liver, kidney, heart, stroke, everything. So he was like in a hospital, literally, for a long time. So I was at the mall doing my thing as usual. She came to me and she says, Miss Batiste, someone share this with me, and she told me that I can get it from you. So she bought about 4 bottles and she said, I'm leaving. I told her when she get there, make sure she record everything to see the result of her dad. She flew to the Philippines, started giving the dad 10 drops every morning under his tongue and 10 at night. She used to sometimes put it in water. And she say in 20 days later, they keep track of that record. It's unbelievable. I think it's one of my best testimonial with my customer. This gentleman who was like sort of bedridden, cannot move, the only way he communicate with his parents or his family is a blink of an eye. And that remarkable, the fountain of life, I'm telling you, man. In 20 days, the dad was retransformed. All of a sudden, he opened his eyes. He began to speak. He said, I need the comb to comb my hair. They saw the energy level. Then he decided to eat. So everything has changes. He began to eat. He began to jump. He began to dance. So they tracked it down. And in 30 days, he was not the same individual. She flew back to Toronto. As soon as she arrived, before she even talked to her family, she called me. She said, Ms. Batiste, I need 2 family pack, 25 bottles. I need to ship that down to my father. You won't believe me. She said, I want you to come over to my house. I'll get a couple of the ladies to do a presentation. She called me. She had about 15 Filipino women in that house. I sat there and I did the presentation. I break everything down for her. I mean, she became an LA right away. Her 2 sisters became LA, and all of them bought at least 5 bottles of Mountain Life. It's one of my largest sale ever in one day. That's the power of Fountain of Life. Even today, every month she buys at least 30 to 40 bottles. She loved the product. It helped her. It helped all her sister, and it goes on. And even she goes back to the Filipino back and forth. So this is one of the reasons why I am so passionate of doing my opulence business, is to be able to helping people to make a difference and changing their life. So again, for those of you guys, it's just come on board. This is the perfect opportunity. We know in the comma platform, which is everything is online. All you got to do exactly what Steph is doing online right now, doing a tremendous job, and all of our leaders are too, is basically to sharing this to everybody. This is a global online business. Get on board. Let's take advantage, make a difference, hit a financial home run, and let's take action. Thank you very much for having me a call, Stefan. Have a phenomenal day. Thank you.
Wow, 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 wow. So powerful, Maria. It's always a treat to have you online, because you speak with such strength and passion and enthusiasm, and you have so many powerful stories to share. So I always love having you on these calls to share, because stories is what really makes a difference, right? From clients to our own perspectives. It really is quite extraordinary and powerful. So thank you so much for being on the line. And
Thank you very much.
yeah, my pleasure, my dear. My pleasure, my dear. Just gonna flip back here. So that is fantastic. So I hope you all are revved up from the stories that you heard, that both myself and Maria shared in respect to Fountain of Life. I'm going to talk you through some different options to get involved. But first, I would love to know who's a guest on the line. So if you are a guest on the line, if you could type in the chat, guest or I am, even if you type to all panelists, just so it's me who sees that. I would love to just know, because sometimes I see people that are not under names, their prime or their device name, and so it's hard to know who you are. So if you could just type in the chat if you're a guest, just so I know how many guests we have on the line, that would be fantastic. And even better, who invited you to the call. Okay, so wonderful, wonderful. We're gonna move straight ahead. I want to talk to you about the different ways that you can get involved. So now that you know about our products and the power that they hold, let's talk about how you can get involved. So the first way to get involved is to become a VIP shopper and become a client. Start by experiencing the products, see what they can do for you, okay? So the first thing that we want to offer to you by becoming a VIP shopper is a reward on your first purchase. So when you open a VIP account, which is free, and your first order is over $100 Canadian, you're going to get $20 in shopping credits for free towards your next order. So free shopping credits is a thank you. If your first order is $250, you're going to get $60 for free towards your next order. And if your first order is $500, you're going to get $150 for free in shopping credits towards your next order. Now you can use those shopping credits towards fashion or personal care purchases. We provide you with royalty concierge service. We want to make sure that you're happy, that you're using the products consistently, and that they're working for you. So we're going to provide that for you. We also have a Smart Buy discount. If you're a repeat customer and you're ordering $75 worth of product every month for at least 3 months, on your 4th month and beyond, you're going to get a 10% discount on the entire store as a thank you for being a repeat customer with us. And then we also have a referral program. So just like if you go to a restaurant or if you watch a great movie and you have a great experience, you want to share that with other people, right? And so the same thing happens here. We have a referral program. So if you're experiencing the Fountain of Life and you're like, wow, this product is amazing, and you want to share with your friends and family, you can earn 10% shopping credits or earn your products for free by referring other people to shop with us. So there's lots of different rewards and perks of being a VIP shopper with us. Now, maybe you're like, okay, yeah, that sounds great. I want to try the products, but show me how to make some money. Like, what if I want to make some money working from home doing this, right? So the second way that you can get involved with us is to become a retailer. So this is where you get a discount on the products of 20%. You get an online shop. You know, the retailer shop is $225 Canadian. If you're in Canada, I know international, the pricing is a little bit different. And with that, you get a full website, you get full access to training in the system and your full website, shopping cart, everything that you need, 2 bottles of Fountain of Life, a 20% discount on the product, and a Smart Buy discount of 10% off if you're buying and selling or consuming $150 each month for at least 3 months. Then you get 10% from the 4th month and beyond. Now, how do we make money? How do we share? Well, you know, trade shows and home parties is not something we're totally engaged in right now because of what's happening in the world, but online through social media for social selling, through talking to people and having conversations in how we can get the product into people's hands, okay? So that's the second way that you can get involved with us. The third way is to become a brand partner. So this is where it's a little bit more involved. You get a little bit more, you get more access to the different ways we earn. And this is through our lifestyle promoter shop or the lifestyle advisor shop. So you've got the full website shopping cart. You can ship products globally. It's a low start to, you know, low cost to start in minutes, a turnkey solution. You don't have to carry inventory. minimal overhead costs to manage your business. And you can also plug into the recognition and rewards program that we have as well. So the first way is the lifestyle promoter. So here you get a little bit of the Safe Home Revolution personal use pack so you can experience the products for yourself. You get $77 in shopping credits. So SC or shopping credits is your own shopping money to buy whatever you want. You get a little bit more discount, 25%, plus the 10% Smart Buy discount after 3 months. 30,000 Opulence points. So we have a special shopping selection for where you can redeem Opulence points, and worldwide sales online shopping cart, plus a bonus of $100 shopping credits if you launch as a lifestyle promoter. Okay, so the the retail value, if you were to add everything up and what is this package worth, would be around $1,000 Canadian, but you're actually getting it for a $600 investment, which is 100% tax deductible. You're starting a business, and that positions you to really benefit from all the products. You get a little bit more of a discount and you're ready to go. Now, the Lifestyle Advisor package is by far the best value in terms of everything that you receive. So I'm going to share that with you. So you get the entire Safe Home Revolution pack plus $600 in shopping credits and 6 bottles of Fountain of Life, a 30% discount plus the additional 10% after 3 months on Smart Buy, plus 47,000 in Opulence points that you can redeem, and a bonus of 400 in shopping credits if you launch as a lifestyle advisor. This package also allows you to maximize your earnings potential, maximize your buying power, and it's the first step to our leadership program and all the other benefits and rewards, which I'm going to share a little bit with you in a little bit. The total value of this package is $2,500 Canadian. And if you were to start today, the investment is $1,500. So if you notice, the value of the package exceeds what the cost is, and you're getting a business, and you're positioning yourself to maximize your earnings potential with this package. That's why this one is by far the best value. But we have options for people because we recognize that not everybody is in a position to be able to start as a lifestyle advisor. So you can start as a promoter, you can start as retail, you can upgrade, you can earn your way to upgrade. There's lots of options available for you. And there's a special promotion on that I want to share with you at the end of this presentation today. So I want to talk a little bit about Smart Buy because I've mentioned it a few times. Smart Buy basically allows you to shop, set it and forget it. So this is where if you never want to go without your essential products, you can have them automatically shipped to you, and you can change your Smart Buy order each month too if you want. It doesn't always have to be the same thing. Or you can choose to just have an amount that accumulates in your shopping credit so that you can redeem it for whatever you want, whenever you want. So for me, I never have enough shopping credits. So I always just choose the 150. That way I know I'm going to take advantage of the additional 10% discount because I'm always on that. And then as I need products, I redeem them, or if I want to save up for something that I want, I can do that. Or if I want to save up for Christmas and gift giving times, I can do that. So there's flexibility, and our customers love the Smart Buy program as well because it acts like a layaway. You're not having to spend big amounts if you accumulate it over time, over months, okay? So now I want to talk about our compensation plan and how we earn income. So our record-setting compensation plan is an infinity compensation plan, and we call it that because it pays on both teams all sales to infinity. This is unheard of in the industry. If you're familiar with network marketing, multi-level marketing, most companies cut off at 7 or 8 levels, and then you're not earning volume on anything happens that beyond there. So our compensation plan allows you to earn and to accumulate volume forever, as long as it's still growing, okay? Not even that it's still growing, but just to infinity. You can earn up to $60,000 per week in residual income. Most people have a hard time absorbing that number, but we do have many people in our company that are earning earning, you know, substantial residual incomes. And there are 12 ways that you can earn with us. So the first way is through retail profit. So this is business 101. You buy something at wholesale, you sell it at retail. The difference between them is the profit, and that's what you take home. So to give you an example, a bottle of Fountain of Life, the average profit per bottle is about $20, give or take, depending on which type of partner you are. So let's say you have a family who orders 5 bottles in a month. So the profit on those 5 bottles would be about $100. Okay, $100. Hey, who doesn't need an extra 100 or a couple $100 in this time, right? So that's okay. So it's, I mean, some money is great. Any money is great. Now, if you have 2 families buying a total of 10 bottles, then you have $200 profit. Now, what if down the line, as you know, you're working your business part-time, you generate 100 customers or 100 bottles sold, 20 families at 100 bottles sold in a month, $2,000. Now that's where it gets interesting, because there's one thing that we know specifically about Fountain of Life. It's a product that when people take it consistently and they experience it over a period of time, they don't want to stop using it because they understand its power. And so you can create a residual income stream on one product because we know the power behind this product and the reorder ratio, right? So let me ask you this. How long do you think it could take you to generate 100 customers? Is it a month? Is it 6 months? Is it a year? I don't know what that answer is for you, but wouldn't it be worth it to spend 5-10 hours a week working part-time around what you're already doing, generating customers, to have an additional $2,000 coming in every month? Is that worth your time, right? So that's just retail profits. That's just one product, one example. We also have all the other products we talked about. And how we're doing this right now, especially, is through the e-commerce platform, connecting with people, having conversations, Zoom meetings, these kinds of things, right? The second way we earn is through wholesale profit. So you can earn up to $250 wholesale commission on the sale of the packages. So all of the packages, retailer, lifestyle promoter, lifestyle advisor, come with products, and as the enroller, you will get the wholesale commission depending on what type of partner you launch. So $25 for a retailer, $100 for a promoter, $250 for a lifestyle advisor if you're a lifestyle advisor. So you can earn as many of those as you need. The more you are introducing new partners to the business, the more you're earning wholesale commissions. Lifelong residual income. This is where it gets interesting. So there's you have 2 teams. We're a binary, so that means you have 2 teams. You teach your 2 teams to do the same thing, and that accumulates to infinity. Now, remember that everything that is sold in our company has volume associated to it. Every product that's bought by a partner, every product that's bought by a customer, a package sold, the package's upgrade, those all accumulate volume, and we call that CV, commissionable volume. And your volume will never flush on your team as long as you're on Smart Buy. And every time you accumulate 5,400 in CV on your team, this is not just your own efforts, but this is where you're, introducing people, and they're getting customers and they're getting partners. Every time you generate 5,400 CV, you earn a $400 power cycle plus a bonus, okay? So we have different levels to our cycles, but the simplest basic example, every time 5,400 CV happens, you get paid $400 plus for $60, $30 convention pool, $30 marketing pool. Now this happens over time. This is not an overnight strategy. And when I shared with you in the beginning that I've been in this business for 8 years, because I've been consistent and working it part-time over a period of time, is the reason why I earn residual income every single week. So this is not a get rich quick. This is something that requires commitment and effort, just like anything else. But the payoff is there. Isn't it nice to have something that you work towards once and you continue to get paid, right? And this is where we create leverage. This is where the more people I help earn income, the more it helps me. That's what I absolutely love about this business model. So that's the residual income piece. We also have a personal team bonus. So the lifestyle advisor, if you're a lifestyle advisor, this is another perk, okay? So if you introduce a retailer or you introduce a lifestyle promoter, if you remember, one of the differences between the packages is our level of discount, right? So what's cool about this is the company doesn't keep that extra profit, right? If a retailer is only getting 20%, there's 10% between a retailer and a lifestyle advisor. If you're the lifestyle advisor that enrolled them, you're actually going to get that 10%, right? On the personal team bonus on whatever sales that they do. So that's the personal team bonus. We also have monthly global revenue sharing. So this is where you can tap into what's happening in the entire company. If you're a lifestyle advisor, you have 1 share, lifestyle director 1, you have 2, and lifestyle director 2, you have 3 shares. So every single month you can tap into what's happening all around the world. I know on my team specifically last month, we had 18 qualifiers. It was just extraordinary to see and so inspiring to see people from all around the world achieving this bonus above and beyond everything else that we do. We also have a car program. So if you're interested in getting your car paid for, it starts at $500 per month all the way up to $4,000, and there's a certain set of criteria to be able to achieve that. Here are some of our car qualifiers. You know, in these photos here, Mr. Rene Liao is our youngest millionaire. He's one of my personal mentors, was a millionaire at the age of 27, used to be an IT programmer, has never paid for his car since he's been with our company. We have Amarjeet, who's a powerful, powerful leader. She's originally from Alberta, Canada, but is building the Singapore market, is largely responsible for our expansion of the Asia division as well, and many others here. So if you're motivated to get a free car, then that option is available to you as well. Now, rank advancements and incentives. This is what fires me up because I love travel, I love adventure, I love fun. So we have cruises, we have exotic vacations, summits, you know, different incentives and awards that you can work towards earning for free as well. We have the Opulence Points program. So if you remember in the Lifestyle Promoter and the Lifestyle Advisor packages, they come with the Opulence Points that you can redeem. But we also have a way that you can earn Opulence Points to redeem for a free product as well. And these products are always changing, and they're phenomenal fashion pieces that you can earn by just building your business and doing the activities. Other ways to earn, we have a fast start bonus from when you first launch in your first week, first month, mentorship bonus, shopping spree, organizational revenue sharing as well. Now, how do we do the business? Well, we make it really easy for you because, you know, when it comes to our products and the science behind our products, we have amazing videos that are already done by corporate that make it really easy for you to share. And also so that you don't need to be a science expert and you don't need to be able to explain everything. When you can share a video with someone that is professional and is representative of the company and includes all the information that you need. The online presentation, hello, you've just attended this one right here. We've adjusted in light of the pandemic. We are doing 30 of these presentations every single week. There's different trainers, different presenters. So we can teach you how to invite someone to tune in to a presentation that someone else does. So you don't need to be a skilled presenter. We'll teach you how to invite and how to get people on these calls. And then we share the information with them. We also have placemat or flip charts, tools, printed tools that we use more when we're meeting in person, but really effective tools that we can use when we're online as well. You know, we've thought of everything in terms of making it really easy for you and providing you with the training and support that you need to be successful. Now, timing is everything, ladies and gentlemen, because if you took anything away from this conversation today, we have solutions in health and we have income solutions and solutions for people to work from home, which are two huge things happening in the world and two really great opportunities to capitalize on, not to capitalize on taking advantage, but providing solutions for people that people are looking for right now. We're not a company that was born yesterday. We have a track record. We built a strong foundation. We have an excellent leadership core that really prides themselves on teaching us how to build strong businesses and to become better human beings in the process. And still, with Fountain of Life and with what our company's been able to do, people don't know who we are. So we are still that at that timing that is really crucial before we reach the masses. You have the opportunity to get involved with us. Whatever capacity you choose is fine. Whether you want to start with the products or become a partner with us, ensure that you get your questions answered by the person who invited you here today. Choose the package that is best for you, and let's help you get started. So before we close, I want to take a pause and see if we have anyone on the line who could share a quick testimonial from the business side. I apologize, I've gone a little bit over the hour, but I would love to hear a couple business testimonials before we close out and before I share with you the exciting news, the promotion that we have that you can take advantage of today. So I'm just waiting for some hands here. I see Maria's hand raised. I'm going to see if there's some other, well, I'll call on Maria as well, but I want to hear from some other voices as well. Mona, I see Mona on the line. Hi, Mona. How are you?
I'm great, Stephanie. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me on the call. Please, Mona, share with everyone, where are you tuning in from?
I'm tuning in from Ottawa, Canada.
Excellent, excellent. And me as well. I know you quite well. So Mona, share with us, when did you see this opportunity and what did you see for yourself?
Well, the reason I joined was to create residual income. You see, in all the jobs I was doing, I did not have a pension. And I really wanted, at the end of the road, as we say, or when we retire, to have some income come in without me working, which we call pension. I didn't have that. So by creating a business and getting paid on work you do once and you get paid many, many times, that was really important to me. And that's why I joined.
Excellent, excellent. And when was that? That was some time ago, right?
That was some time ago, yes, back in 2005, when the company was formed and was born. Mind you, back then, I didn't really have the full time to do the business. I had a job. So I was doing very, very part-time. And guess what? During those 15 years, I accumulated such a huge team that was not only my effort, it was everybody else's effort. And this is the beauty of network marketing, is that we are not alone and we are never working together.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, so it's been a journey for you. Like you've been here since pretty much the beginning. You've been able to generate, a massive team as a result of that leverage we were talking about, right? It's not just our own efforts, working it part-time, keeping your business active. So Mona, share with us, share with us some numbers, right? Like you say you have a big team, I know lots of stuff has happened and I know your story. I'm prompting you with the right questions. What are we talking about here? What is possible in, 10 plus years in working at this business and giving it a part-time effort? What does your business look like right now?
Well, I came in as a lifestyle advisor, and my team is now 20,000 people in about 200 countries.
Wow. Amazing.
Yes, amazing. I agree.
You see at the top of the slide here, folks, timing is everything.
Yes.
Even though Mona started with us when it began, we still are not a worldwide name yet. And so, with the rebranding of Opulence, the timing still stands, especially with all that we have now to bring to the world. So 20,000 people in 200 countries. How much volume are we talking about? How much sales are we talking about here?
We're talking about $27 million. $27 million worth of volume.
Holy smokes.
Yes, I know.
That's amazing. That's amazing, Mona. So what's next for you? What's your next target?
Oh, well, you see, what happened with me is I could not work my business full time because of a very demanding job. Now that I have retired from the job, I am doing my business full time, and like very, very soon I'm going for LD2, LD3, LD4. There's nothing to stop me now because I have all this team. All I have to do is do my part and I will be there.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Mona, for coming on the line and sharing your story. It's super inspiring. And it's always a pleasure to have you on the line. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Steph. Thank you.
Take care. All right. Next, we have Mavis. Mavis Spencer, I believe. Are you there? I think you need to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yes, my dear, loud and clear. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Great.
I am from Toronto and Maria Baptiste team.
Excellent, excellent. So share with us, when did you see this opportunity and what did you see for yourself?
In February of this year.
Wow, okay, so you're new to us. So what did you see for yourself when you took a look and you decided to partner with Opulence Global? What was it for you?
It was a coincidence how I got to know about this product. It was a gentleman that I met and he recommended me to Maria Baptiste, and she came over and showed me the product because I had a problem. I was sick, and so I took the first 10 drops, and the next day I felt so good. So I called her. I said, listen, I need to know more about this product. And then we met up, and the rest is history.
Amazing.
But I want to just let you know about the fountain of life. You see, my husband has prostate cancer, and he was getting these hormonal injections every 3 months. And last June, July, he had one of the injection, and he swore that he wasn't going to take any more of it. And so he told the doctor, no, he doesn't want it. It hurts too much. And then we went back in November, and his PSA level was up, and his testosterone level was up. And then we were supposed to go back last week, but because of the pandemic, we weren't able to go into the office. So he called, we did the blood test and he sent it to him, and then he called and gave us a result. And he said to me that my husband's testosterone level was really good. It was low, and his PSA level was really normal. And I said to myself, wow. And he said he didn't need to come in to see him until the next 6 months. Instead of every 3 months, he come and see him again in the next 6 months from now. And then I didn't think about what was happening. After I came off the phone, I phoned one of my friends and I was telling her what was happening. And I said, you know, his level is so good. And she said, have you been giving your husband the phone? I said, yes, since February, we both been taking it. And she said, did you not tell the doctor? I said, I didn't even think about it. She said, you should have told him, because you know what? He could probably use it on some of his patients because the result is so good. So I called back the doctor the other day and I said, I need to send you some information about a product that my husband is on. And so I was telling him a little bit, and he was so excited. And I said, wow, this fountain of life really did the trick. My husband's, he's good. He doesn't feel any symptoms. He's like normal, you know. And then another symptom that I found out, another thing that we both snore at night. And then I realized we're not snoring anymore. Because, you know, sometimes I would turn our backs because he would say to me, oh, I can't sleep. And I said to him, I can't sleep because you snore too much. And he said, yes, you snore. I said, I don't snore. And then I found myself snoring. I said, but we don't snore anymore. And it's all because of this fountain of life. This product I'm telling you, it's a wonder product. I'm so happy. I'm really so happy. And all the new people out there, please try this product. It's a great product. Never mind, I haven't tried the other two components, the fashion and the beauty, but I will be in a, you know, I was introduced to the formula. That's really what I was interested, because I wanted to get better. I want to get, you know, results, and it's really happening. It's working. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Mavis, and what a powerful story. The world needs to hear that story, my dear. I would encourage you, if you haven't done so already, to, you know, record yourself on video, or even just type it out in a text and include your photo. Please share that in the testimonial group on Facebook, because we have thousands of people in there that I'm sure would, you know, just love to hear that message as well. Not everybody's on the line with us today, right? So welcome home, my dear. I know you're just new to the company. I'm so happy to hear that the Fountain of Life is working for you. I can't wait to see what, you know, what the other products can do for you, and what the business can do for you as well in time to come. So thank you so much for coming on the line and sharing your powerful story.
Thank you, Steph.
Thank you. Take care.
Take care.
All right. So that was Mavis. And Maria's hand is up again. I know we are beyond the hour, but I never like to turn down testimonials. So I know Maria was sharing kind of a little bit of both product and business, but let's see if she has a few other words to share in terms of what this opportunity has done for her as well since she got started with us. Maria, are you there?
Absolutely, I'm here. And first of all, I want to thank Mavis Spencer to be on the call, because I told her, I say, the testimonial is powerful. You need to be on the call. So, of course, I share that with her. And also, Mona was a powerful testimonial. Thank you, ladies. This is absolutely amazing. Now, I will be brief, but I'll just talk about the business side. I've been involved actually coming up to about 6 years. And one of the reasons why I got involved in this business, because I was just sick and tired of being sick and tired, overworked, underpaid. And I was always eager to learn and open for and be receptive for whatever comes. So I was involved in another network marketing company, so I had some of the experience. But when I was introduced to this, one of the main reasons why it got me involved, because they was going and launch in my country about in a month later. And when Mavis Tits, which is one of my, she introduced me to, I says, when she told me it's Grenada, I say, I always looking for something what is online so I can travel back and forth and to retire back in my country. So once she gave me the business card, we met at one of those trade show event. And then I came out to the presentation. I was blown away with everything. I was very blessed. I met the CEO, the founder, Renee, all the top leaders were there. And I heard the tremendous story. And I'm a person, once I see something, I like it, I'm in. So I got involved right away, become a diamond. And then I could never, I says I have no regrets, because to me, it's all about learning, growing, evolving. As the CEO says, if you're not growing, you're dying. So over the years, I was doing phenomenal, and until when Fountain of Life were born, it's everything turned upside down. And my best day, I can say selling about 40 bottles in a day, I'll say about 2 hours. And more importantly, last year, because we had...
Wait, hold up. 40 bottles in 2 hours?
In 2 hours, in 2 hours.
How did you do that? Like, what was the context of... Like,
well, that's basically at the mall. No, I had a couple of friends, some Filipino friends, refer some others, and they came. I had a big show at the mall, and then I was so blessed that it's amazing. Timing is everything. That when you're expecting people will come and maybe take 2 bottles. I had a lady come and bought 10 bottles. The other one, 14 bottles, 8 bottles. Oh yeah. And then because one already had used a street testimonial, they're wanting to know where the Filipino people, they come in a massive tune, and some of the Africans. And then I have this one doctor. He was a doctor from Ghana, again, Neil Patrick. He came and he bought 40 bottles. He ordered the whole 40 bottle and shipped it to Ghana. So this is what I love about this business. And because last year we were all organizing for the cruise and everything, and I set a goal and I say, this is what I want to do. I want to accomplish my goal so we can all go on that cruise and celebrate. And so over the summer, I mean, I sold almost 180 bottles in a month. It's close to 200 This is where, when you put your mind to do something. So I had an extraordinary 2019. So went on a cruise. We met with you and more, all of us, we had a phenomenal time. And I was very blessed to be recognized on the cruise as being #1, the top in Canada for Opulence Global, to have that achievement of being the top PV. So I was truly grateful, because I'm just showing you that hard work pays off. And I set my goal and I said, do whatever. I don't wait for people. I get out there and take action and get things done. So I just wanted to share that to people. If you really want to do something, we're blessed. We have tremendous leaders here. The company's already built their foundation. You heard Steph, ladies and gentlemen. We're people that's serious. I personally brought in about 40 people. It grows to about 200, close to 300 people there. And I'm still going at it. Never quit, never give up. Winners, we never give up. Quitters never win, because quitters give up too easily. We have everything in place, guys. It's all about learning, growing. Listen to your upline, be coachable, and have your why, a strong why, and your dreams and goal, and you will accomplish whatever you need to. Thank you very much for having me on the call, Stefan, and have a phenomenal day.
Wow, 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 wow. Thank you so much, Maria. Such a powerful, powerful message. You always leave us with something profound to think about, and yeah, taking action. If you want something different in your life that you don't have right now, the question is, what are you going to do about it, right? Because life just won't all of a sudden change for you. You need to adjust and do something different to go get it. And Maria is a perfect example of taking action and capitalizing on opportunities in front of her and working hard. The recognition you got on the cruise and what you've been able to do, and the selling bottles and changing lives is just absolutely inspirational. Thank you so much, Maria, for being on the call.
You're welcome anytime.
Thank you so much. All right. We have Renee on the line. Renee Liao, our youngest millionaire. I see him. Hang on one sec. Oh, his hand is raised. Okay, so we'll hear one more testimonial before we close the call. These testimonials are so great. I can't end, if I've got good stories here, right?
Awesome.
Everybody is benefiting from these stories as well. So let's hear from Renee Liao. Renee, are you there?
Yes. Hello. Good afternoon, Steph. Again, great presentation and amazing stories.
Thank you so much, Renee. So where are you tuning in from today?
Yeah, I'm calling from Toronto, Canada.
Excellent. Excellent. And share a little bit about your story. Like, when did you come across this opportunity? What did you see for yourself? And what's happened for you since then?
For sure. Again, thank you so much. And it's great to hear all the amazing testimonials we had so far today. Yeah, so basically, I came across this company 13 years ago, roughly. And at that point in time, I was working as a senior programmer for TELUS, which is one of Canada's big telecom companies. But I guess for me, after working full-time for so many years, I just realized that even with a, $80,000 or six-figure salary at a day job, once you pay taxes and everything, you don't really have quite a lot left to really be able to live your dream life. For me, I was single back then, living at my parents' home. Again, didn't have any, I guess, responsibilities. But I knew one day, I want to have a family, have a nice home, have a nice car, and be able to travel more than the 3 weeks that you get in a normal job. And so I was always really looking at opportunities. And I love the fact that with Opulence Global, if you were to sell, for example, a few bottles of FOL and you can earn an extra $40, some have the mentality that, that's not really a lot of money, $40. But to me, that $40 is a $40 that I didn't have last week, or I didn't have 2 days ago. And so really any opportunity where I could help people with amazing products, yet add quick income for myself, I was always into. So, I was really motivated. The minute I got started, I was really, really, really motivated. So I had to shift my priorities around. I realized that for many years I had, I guess, just not the right priorities. For example, working out, 4 times a week, playing badminton, volleyball, dragon boating, partying, clubbing, karaokeing, all these things I did in my younger years. And at 27, I realized it was time to make a shift. So my entire priorities became family and business. And everything else came last. And so within about 14 months working part-time in this business while keeping my full-time job. I was basically able to more than replace my job income. So I quit TELUS, quit that, that salary cubicle type lifestyle. And it's been literally, 11 and a half years now since I quit that job. And it's been amazing. Yeah, I've been able to move out of my parents' house. I bought different homes. I have a home in Taiwan, a few homes here in Canada. Was able to build my dream home. It's about $3 million, this home today that I live in right now. Have a few other, investment properties. Was able to go from I used to drive my parents' Toyota Corolla car, and that became like a Honda Accord Coupe, became a Lexus, became a BMW M5. And today I drive the Tesla P90D. It's about close to $200,000 vehicle. But the beautiful thing is that I've always qualified for the car payments from the company, which is just phenomenal. So your car's almost pretty much paid for. But most importantly, I think for me, Steph, the biggest thing that I cherish above all else is the fact that we have an amazing company, the most unique products in the world, amazing leaders and customers that love our products. And because of that, with the solid weekly income, I've been able to have a lot of time with my family. So being able to be at home with my kids, they're in the best private schools, and during the lockdown, their schools went on to online schooling right away. I'm here helping them at home, and just being able to travel the world, and decide to go to Taiwan, live for the summer for 2-3 months, not worrying about a job. I mean, there's so much we can in life to enjoy, and we can't enjoy, unfortunately, by having a full-time job. So, I encourage everyone, if you're on this call for the first time, looking at something like this, get started right away. Start making yourself, start building your own dream, your own business, because the income you make here becomes weekly, week in, week out. And whether or not you're actually working or not, you have sales in the team. You're getting paid on all the sales in your entire team down to infinity. So, I'm just so blessed to be here, Steph. And again, thank you for an amazing presentation. I love hearing from all the storytellers today. Thank you. Back to you, Steph.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much, Renee. It's always an honor to have you on these calls. And, I'm happy to have you as my mentor. I know you've led the way for thousands of people around the world, and really show a perfect example of what's possible. And the common thread between the top income earners, including Renee, is the consistent effort, right? Like I said before, is nothing comes for free, but if you want something and you're willing to work for it, it is possible. And Renee is a perfect example of what you can create here with us if you're willing to make it happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, we went far over our time, but I hope you enjoyed the stories and the testimonials that we heard from everybody. It's been an absolute honor and privilege to be here with you today. You find me here 2 times a week, Wednesdays and Mondays, and have a great rest of your long weekend as well. I know it's a holiday here in Canada. Oh, actually, I forgot one thing before I go, is the promotion to take advantage of is our Build Assist program, Pandemic Relief Promotion. So this was created to give everyone an opportunity to capitalize on the earnings potential that we have here. So recognizing, our CEO recognized that maybe, especially in these times, people are, scared to spend money or to spend more and to, invest in themselves in a bigger way. And so the Pandemic Relief Promotion allows you to upgrade, to launch as a retailer or lifestyle promoter and upgrade yourself for 50% of the price. Because what we know with our compensation plan and how we earn, the difference in how we earn and how much we earn is determined by the type of partner you are. And so this allows everybody to upgrade for less of an investment and to position themselves to earn more and to maximize their earnings potential. So if you are a guest on the line today and you're seeing this for the first time, make sure that you get in touch with the person who invited you to this call, get your questions answered, choose the package that makes sense for you, take advantage of this Pandemic Relief Promotion because it's only available for the next couple weeks, less than 2 weeks, until the end of May 31st, and then it's gone. So make sure you take action, choose the package, get started. I look forward to welcoming you to our family. Again, it's been an honor and privilege to be here with you today. I appreciate each and every single one of you and your time and spending here with us. And we'll see you on Wednesday. Take care, everyone.